Hey friends, Christian here, and it's official. Orthodox Youth Ministries is live.
It's alive!
The YouTube page is up and rolling, and you can know that because, well, you're watching this right now. You've waited and you've waited. You've scratched your heads and wondered what OYM is, how OYM can serve you, and what OYM plans to do moving forward. And these are all really important questions worth asking, but I wonder if there's a more fundamental question. Why does OYM exist at all? It's been nearly a year since the Assembly of Bishops approved the creation of OYM, and at this point some things are probably still unclear. So, I want to take you back to a time when you were younger, 11 months younger to be precise, when you first heard tell of the creation of a Pan-Orthodox youth and young adult ministry agency. Maybe you thought it was a good thing. Maybe you thought it was a bad thing. Maybe you thought it was a secret service thing because for a long time it was referred to just as the agency. For the record, it's definitely not a secret service thing. Or maybe it is? Regardless, it is now time to tell you where OYM came from. That's right, folks. It's time for the OYM origin story. No, that's not us. We're a little more DC. Yeah, no, it still feels weird. In order to explain why OYM exists, I want to introduce you to some people. This is John. John is a youth worker at St. Barsanuphius OCA Parish in Dayton, Ohio. He has been faithfully serving his parish for the last 10 years, and in that time he's noticed a distressing trend. Most of the young people, something like 60%, grow up and go through his parish, leaving for college, only never to return again. This is Joanne. She is from St. Barsanuphius Antiochian Parish in Houston, Texas. She is a young adult who grew up in a thriving youth program at her parish, and now she teaches Sunday school. She too has noticed this trend, except 90% of the young people she went to church and camp with have disappeared from church life. This is Yanni. He wears multiple hats at St. Barsanuphios Greek Orthodox Church in Spokane, Washington as a pastoral assistant/youth director, and he too has seen an incredibly high attrition rate among young adults at his parish. All of these ministry workers stay up at night racking their minds about what is going on, why the youth keep leaving the church, and how they can reinvigorate their youth program to ensure that young people leave for college as faithful Orthodox Christians. Unfortunately, none of them even knows each other. They are thousands of miles apart geographically, but their hearts are in the same place, and they're worried about what this means for the future of the church and the state of young people's souls. What they also don't know, however, is that Jovana and a group of other volunteers, mostly parents, at St. Barsanuphius Serbian Orthodox Church in Tampa, Florida, have been working at their parish for years and have a thriving youth and young adult ministry where people are plugged into the larger community of the church. Each of these parishes and each of these jurisdictions has been siloed, left to figure out how to solve the problem of youth and young adults leaving the church for themselves. At the end of the day, we're all recognizing that there are some issues baked into the pudding at this point. Does one bake pudding? Young people are leaving the church. Parishes and parish ministry workers are often disconnected from others. Jurisdictions too frequently operate independently. We're all left to our own devices, isolated and spinning our wheels as we all deal with the same problem, that young people are leaving the church and forgetting their faith. John, Joanne, and Yanni have noticed it. Jovana noticed it. No doubt you've noticed it, and your bishops have certainly noticed it. And that is why the assembly thought, maybe it doesn't have to be this way. Maybe something could be done to address this on a number of levels. First and most obviously, they saw this desperate need that would help young people live their lives as faithful Orthodox Christians. Secondly, they realized that people like John, Joanne, Yanni, and Jovana, and every other priest, pastor, and youth worker at all the St. Barsanuphiuses, Barsanuphiae, needed to have a way to collaborate and work across jurisdictional divides. Thirdly, they saw that each jurisdiction and parish was often being left to figure things out for themselves, and this wasn't helping. They imagined a brighter future where people across Orthodoxy could work together, where the jurisdictions could be united in an effort to solve this problem. To do this, the Assembly believed that the creation of a real Pan-Orthodox youth and young adult ministry agency would help to unify ministry efforts across the church in America so that youth workers didn't have to spend their time reinventing the wheel in their various contexts, and instead could devote themselves to ministering to the young people in their care. Hence, OYM. OYM is a unique place to be a hub for ministry workers to find resources, trainings, and events. It is here to offer a unified vision for ministry with youth and young adults that can help you in your attempt to reach them with God's love. The bishops believe that creating OYM would give people like John, Joanne, and Yanni a place to turn for resources and to find some guidance in how to respond to the very real problems that they're facing in ministry. Moreover, it would help them connect with people like Jovana who are already doing excellent work, and it could inspire theirs as well. Just imagine how much better things would be if we all worked together to solve this problem that keeps so many of us up at night. So there you have it. OYM was created because we have a problem with our young people leaving the church. And our hope is to be able to work alongside people like John, people like Joanne, and people like Yanni, so that they too can begin to experience the joys of ministry, just like Jovana and her team of youth workers. So get connected with OYM now. Click on the links down in the doobly-doo and head over to our Facebook and Instagram at Orthodox Youth Ministries. Go over to orthodoxyouthministries.org, join our mailing list, and even get a free PDF. And of course, do all the YouTube stuff. Like this video, share it, and subscribe to this channel so that you can know when new content drops. OYM is here to help, here to serve. And next week, we're going to talk a little bit more about what OYM will do in order to help you minister to youth and young adults in your care. Until then, we at OYM wish you all peace and sincerely pray that something good happens for you today.